way to Bajor Space and Deep Space Nine. So before we do that, we need to just finish off some duty officer missions. While we can. So there should be some fun missions ahead of us now. And also a nice long trip to Deep Space Nine. Return to our ship, Ticonderoga. The Arena of Sunpack there is a mission that's going on at the moment. Might do it off stream. I might actually. It's I'm doing it with my main, so only when I finished it with my main, and then I'll show it off. It basically it's like a you against a load of mobs. My character's not geared for it, so it'll probably not end very well. So we'll hail Admiral Quinn.
Commander Sarish Minna of Deep Space Nine has requested your assistance with a delicate matter involving Cardassia and Bajor.
Accept that mission, and I don't think I could transport to Deep Space Nine just yet. Nope, I can't, so we'll depart the system. So Deep Space Nine is located in the Alpha Quadrant. It's very confusing how this works. Earth and that technically are in the Alpha Quadrant, but it's actually the Beta Quadrant, and the Alpha Quadrant is where Deep Space Nine is located. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know how that works either. But to get to the Alpha Quadrant, we have to go to any of these. Go down here to the Draylon sector. This one. I'm going to the Badlands. It's closer. We'll then get a message from our commander. We're cleared to enter the Alpha Quadrant. Go to the Alpha Quadrant. Another nice load. This should be a quicker loading screen.
The Lucari call this system home. Some of our neighbors, like the Deferi and the Denobulans, have been most welcoming. Others, like the Nakul and the Zenkathi, have been somewhat cold and distant, even hostile.
Okay, that's a character we're not supposed to know about yet, but we'll find out about her at another time. So, head towards the Bajoran wormhole and the Bajor system. Deep Space Nine is located down here. It might take a while, so we'll see if there's any. While you're flying through space, you get to do different assignments in this area, because you get different assignments for different areas, basically. That's nice to, if you travel around space, you'll get different duty officer missions. That's where you do some your the lithium mining when the weekend's on. That's a battleground area to go and do the Defari system. So, the Badlands is where do, there's another battle area. Battle zone, they call them on this game. Basically areas where you can do like missions and stuff. And then you get a bonus for when you complete all the things. And then there's someone up here which is St. Kefi.
After the devastation of the Dominion War, the Cardassians chose a path that would lead their planet to prosperity and democracy. Not everyone agreed with this choice. A secret organization dedicated to the return of the Cardassian Union and the Obsidian Order plagues Federation and Cardassian forces, seeking to overturn newfound freedoms in favor of oppression and aggression. In the end, the fight to save Deep Space Nine may be the battle that decides the fate of the quadrant.
That's basically talking about the true way, I think. Yeah, true way. Now, there's two different dilithium ones. You've got one which is like everyone's one, and this one you have to be a member of a fleet to access. I'll show fleet stuff when if I ever get into a fleet. I don't think I will.
The desperate men and women of the True Way have turned to one of the Federation's greatest foes in an attempt to hold sway over Cardassia Prime. Starfleet must infiltrate into the heart of the New Dominion and douse the flames of war before they consume the entire quadrant.
So we're heading here towards Deep Space Nine. Approach Deep Space Nine. Unfortunately, Deep Space Nine's music doesn't play. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I think it would be a nice touch if Deep Space Nine's music would play, but it's the main theme in the game. So we've got a report to Shiris Mina. We dock at Deep Space Nine now. Don't know if this is don't know if it's the new one or the older one. Might be the new version of Deep Space Nine. It's the newer version of Deep Space Nine. Much more like the TV series. So this is Deep Space Nine. Got updated when the Gamma Quadrant thing, the Gamma Quadrant missions come out. Originally it was like it didn't look like anything like the show, and now brilliant replica of the TV show Deep Space Nine. So we need to go to Ops.
Consider it done.
We need to speak to Commander Shiris Mina.
How can I help you?
So we can ask who she is.
My name is Sarish Mina. I hold the rank of Commander in Starfleet. I am the Operations Officer for Deep Space Nine. I also serve informally as a liaison to the Bajor Militia and the Vedic Assembly. And I'm the subject matter expert on Bajor. Being Bajoran myself, I know the people and have their trust. How can I help you?
No, we can say to her, well, I was told to report to you.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine, and thank you for coming so quickly. During the occupation of Bajor, many sacred artifacts were stolen and studied. After the Bajoran-Cardassian Treaty was signed in 2371, these artifacts were supposed to be returned. However, the Obsidian Order, the Cardassian military intelligence branch, opposed the treaty and apparently hid at least some of these artifacts in their warehouses. We know this because we have been contacted by the Cardassian government. There is a faction among the Cardassians called the True Way that rejects the treaty with the Federation. This organization infiltrated a defunct Obsidian Order facility and stole an orb of the Prophets. These orbs are precious to our people. They have been given to us by the Prophets. They possess mysterious and unusual powers. Many of them grant visions to supplicants. We believe the True Way are operating out of a base in the Badlands. We would like you to travel to the Badlands and attempt to recover the orb on behalf of the Bajoran people.
I will track down those responsible for stealing the orb of the Prophets.
How can I help you?
So that mission's done. We now have reported to the commander. It now opens up the rest of these missions. So we now do the spoils of war.
The True Way has stolen an orb the Obsidian Order failed to return after the war. Although we don't know for certain where they have taken it, we have been getting dozens of reports of raiders hitting civilian ships near the Badlands. Starfleet intelligence believes the raids are related to True Way activity in that region. We know that area is a haven for smugglers and criminals of all types. It stands to reason that the True Way are using it to avoid capture as well. They may even be using some of the Maquis bases that were abandoned before the Cardassian War. We believe that the Badlands are therefore the most likely place for the True Way to be hiding the stolen orb. I know the Badlands are dangerous, but I have complete confidence in the ship and her crew.
So, accept
How
this
can
mission.
I help you?
Thank you very much, Commander. Technically we're the same rank. And we will return to our ship. And head off to the Badlands. Could just avoid all that and just beam directly into ops. But I guess it's nice to go through all the Deep Space Nine. Because you can beam directly into ops. Pam Esma, Pudge Esma, Lieutenant. Not now. Now we will leave. We're going to head into the Badlands. There's a distinct possibility that I might be getting a new ship to do these two missions. So. Now it might. I don't think it'll try to send us into the battle zone. I think it might just give us the mission because I don't think I'm high enough ranked to access the battle zone. But you never know. So begin the spoils of war. Okay, we have arrived in the Badlands, so our intelligence indicates that this area is heavy in True Way activity. However, the plasma storms of gravitational anomalies interfere with our sensors, and we need to search the Badlands for signs of the True Way occupation. I'm receiving a distress call.
To any ships in the vicinity, I am under attack by a group of Cardassian ships identifying themselves as the True Way. Please, render assistance immediately.
Set course for the freighter. First taste of combat with the Cardassians. waft that shot.
Thanks for the assistance. I knew I never should have cut through the Badlands, but it takes weeks off my journey.
What happened?
Well, I was just hauling my cargo through the Badlands, and I passed some strange anomaly. I took a scan of it on my way by, and then a bunch of Cardassian ships appeared out of nowhere. They ordered me to surrender in the name of Gul Kardec and the true way.
What did you do?
My freighter is obviously no match for them. I tried to get away, but they disabled my engines. They were just about to board me, I believe, when you arrived. If you're looking for the true way, I would head for that anomaly.
Thank you. I recommend you repair your engines and exit the area. Fix them fucking quick, didn't he? Okay, head towards the anomaly. Scan it.
You have fallen into our trap. Now you will never locate our base.
Dang the law classes. This anomaly appears to be some kind of tear in the fabric of the space-time continuum. It appears dormant, but I believe we can widen it to become a portal. Detected traces of orb energy in the area. I believe I might be able to follow it. How, Commander Ceres?
Ceres here.
We have located a trail of the orb energy, and we're about to follow it. We could use some backup.
Acknowledged. I will be along in the Defiant shortly.
Thank you, Commander. Trail appears to be leading to that moon. That's no moon. Gallo class and I keep waffling the shot. It's quite annoying. Nice that they haven't changed their weapons design since the Dominion War.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Scanning room. Scans indicate that this is a true moon base. I've located the appropriate place to beam in. Are you ready to beam down? Beam down. We're transported inside the Trueway base. I'm detecting orb energy coming from somewhere nearby. I'm also detecting a number of Cardassian life signs. Looks like we have to fight our way through to the orb. Cardassians are very stubborn. Unfortunately, I can't turn that alarm off. That's not going to do me. More patrol left. So my scans indicate that Gold Kardec has sealed himself in his office, but I believe we can override the lockout with the security console on that podium. Enter the office.
Greetings. I am Gul Kardec. This orb is the property of the Cardassian government. The true Cardassian government. The true way. And you can't have it. Guards! Fools, you will never defeat me.
Always not overconfident. Download his data.
Dear Kardec, you can imagine my surprise to receive a message from you. I must commend you on the clever way you opened a pathway to our universe. We shall make good use of it, and you have our gratitude. If we can ever return the favor, let me know. Regarding that other matter you speak of, while we certainly share your detest for the Federation and are willing to assist you in opposing them in theory, there are certain territorial issues we will have to iron out before we feel comfortable committing military forces. Perhaps we can arrange a meeting in the usual place.
Download the message. So, Lita from the Mirror Universe. Terran uniform. Retrieve the orb. We retrieved the orb of possibilities, sir. Are you ready to beam up? Beam up. Before that alarm gets on my nerves. Sir, incoming hail from Commander Ceres.
We are approaching the Badlands. What is your status?
We have secured the orb. Gul Kardec has escaped, and we are about to attempt to track him.
I will be along in the Defiant momentarily. And may the prophets smile upon you.
And on you, Commander.
Looks like I arrived just in time.
We get to fly alongside a legendary ship, the USS Defiant. So I'm detecting a plasma wave leading away from here. I think it belongs to Gul Kardec's ship. I believe we can modify a deflected disk to emit an ionizing radiation, which should interact with the plasma wave, eliminating it. The elimination effect won't last for very long, and we will have to hurry. Make the modifications prepared to emit the radiation on my command. Gallo class, and they killed him. That's fun. Anomaly. So, scans indicate that this anomaly has opened into a portal to lead into the so-called mirror universe, a parallel dimension adjacent to ours. Hold on, sensors detecting ships emerging from the portal. Shields up.
Those look like mirror universe ships.
And you would be right, tearing through there. I hate science vessels.
Galaxy class. Oh, Ambassador class.
Congratulations on retrieving the orb. You must return it to the temple on Bajor. I will notify the veterans you are on your way.
Acknowledged. Are you ready to lead the system? Depart the system. So we'll hail the commander.
Congratulations on your recovery of the orb from Gul Kardec. We request that you return the orb to the temple in Hathon on Bajor. I'm afraid that we have not seen the last of Gul Kardec. But for now, the people of Bajor will be elated at the return of an orb we thought lost forever. Good work.
We can choose our thingamajiggy. So we'll get Resilient Shield.
How can
Congratulations, Commander.
So I think this is only going to be a short episode, this one, and then because it's just I'm trying to keep it down to 2 episodes, 2 episodes per thing, and this is like Jabberwocky, Jabberwocky, and another mission there. You should have a new ship. No, technically, Lost and Found really wasn't an episode, but it's nice to. It's nice to do things, and then, well, you get. Oh, we'll do Jabberwocky.
You have recovered the Orb of Possibilities from Gul Kardec. No doubt, you are being pursued by True Way forces. You must return the orb to the temple in Hathon. I have notified Vedic Kryn. She is waiting for you in the temple.
I will accept this mission.
How can I help you?
So we're going to do this mission as well, because I can't really count the mission that sent us here to sent us to Deep Space Nine really as an episode.
We have arrived in the Bajor system, sir. We are, sir, I'm detecting Cardassian warp signatures just a true way. They are hailing us on the screen.
I am Gulmutak of the Kriegar, Adjutant General to Gul Kardec. You are carrying stolen property belonging to the True Way. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Are you insane? We are in orbit of Bajor. We could have ships here in a moment. He has cut off communications and is powering up weapons. What your orders, sir? How, Deep Space Nine?
Sarah's here.
Commander, we have been ambushed by the True Way in orbit of Bajor.
In the orbit of Bajor? But how could they? Nerve of the... Sorry, I'm okay. I will borrow the Defiant and be there momentarily.
Thanks. We will hold out as long as we can. Not really worried about Cardassians, to be honest. Toodles.
Good. You're still in one piece. Let's teach these Cardis a lesson.
I appreciate your zeal, Commander, but let's not get carried away. So we have the Krieger and another Keldon. Two Keldons to deal with. Keldons are a lot more annoying. Tough our ship can be with the shield down. Might be croaking it. Come on, baby. In the damage model in full function there. Whole plane all buckled and stuff.
That's the last of them for now. I will remain in orbit while you return the orb, just in case.
Thank you, Commander. So we've been down to Hafen, the capital of Bajor. Vedic Kryn indicates that she's waiting for you at the temple. Acknowledged. This is actually a social space. All the noises of it is part of the Lost Dominion. It's used to be part of this actually, but it was taken away. So this is where's Vedic Kryn is in here. Hello. So Vedic Kryn.
How may I help you?
I'm here to return this orb to the temple.
Wonderful. The Prophet has smiled upon us this day. What was lost has been returned to us. You have done a great service for the Bajoran people today, and we are most grateful.
It was an honor and a privilege to carry out this burden.
Please, place the orb upon the altar.
With pleasure, Vedic Kryn. Now, I've been here before. I have returned to the orb of possibilities.
The service rendered is not the service desired. What does not belong cannot be returned.
I don't understand.
What has been returned does not belong. We must travel backward.
When we gaze in the mirror, we see our faces as others do, but reversed.
Your task abides. You have recovered an orb. Now you must return it.
As you must return.
That's Admiral Queen Obasek. John Peck having there as well. Speak to Vedic Kryn.
I would be honored to know what the prophets shared with you, if you are willing. Sometimes their visions can be very confusing, and I have some experience interpreting them.
It was very cryptic, but they seem to suggest that this is not their orb, that I must return it elsewhere.
Elsewhere? But it is an orb of the prophets. Where else could it belong? Unless... Are you familiar with the so-called mirror universe? I know very little about it myself, but there is a book on that table over there by a Vedic Eth describing his experiences. Perhaps it can guide you.
Thank you, Vedic Kryn. There's loads of books over here, so you need to read the book on the Mirror Universe. I have been fascinated by the existence of this so-called Mirror Universe ever since our recent contact with it. I have interviewed the emissary, Colonel Kira, and others on their experiences with the Mirror Universe, but many questions remain. It seems the Mirror Universe has prophets, but are they the same prophets? There is no mention of the Celestial Temple, and certainly the Mirror Benjamin Sisko is no emissary. I shall petition the Vedic Assembly for permission to enter the Mirror Universe. The Vedic Assembly has denied my request. Besides the debates about doctrine and theology, the deciding factor was political. The Federation has quarantined any access to the Mirror Universe, and the Bajor is seeking membership. I have continued my research by interviews, but my questions remain unanswered. I fear I have no choice but to renounce my seat in the Assembly and pursue the entrance to the Mirror Universe on my own. I don't have the technological prowess to create one of those multi-dimensional devices myself, but I have an engineer friend that owes me a favour. I am lucky to be alive. I managed to cross over to the Mirror Universe, but Terek Nor, as they call Deep Space Nine, has bran taken over by the Terran Rebellion. They are using it as a base of power, attempting to reassert their control over Bajor sector. Bajorans are not trusted, and they're mostly for mining and ore processing, a cruel irony given Bajor's history in both universes, but I am able to join with the Bajoran workers and get some questions answered. The Bajorans in the Mirror Universe are much like us, and it sounds as their prophets are also similar. They even have orbs such as we have here. However, to them the Celestial Temple is a myth or a metaphor. It's a physical place such as ours. I do not know if this is because it simply has not been discovered, or if the prophets of that universe have sealed themselves away for some reason. Only way to find out is to either cross over with a spaceship, or to somehow procure one there. I have received a curious message from somebody from the Mirror Universe offering me assistance. Note, shortly after making this entry, Riddick F disappeared and was never heard from again.
Sarah's here.
We believe this orb is from the Mirror Universe. We think we can pass through an anomaly we found earlier.
Acknowledged. Be careful. The Mirror Universe is known to be more treacherous than our universe, and you will be cut off from any support here.
I appreciate the concern, Commander, but we will be fine. Are you ready to beam up, sir? Yes, beam me up and set course for the Badlands. We'll go straight to the Badlands. They're having a fly there.
Sarah's here. What is your status?
We have entered the Badlands and are heading to the anomaly.
Acknowledged. Keep comm lines open as long as possible.
Acknowledged.
We have limited intelligence on the Mirror Universe, but from what we know, it appears the Terran Rebellion spread from Terok Nor, eventually forming a new empire. The Terran Empire has reoccupied Bajor. I believe this Captain Lita is the administrator of the Bajor sector.
I am Gul Haneri of the Torn, Chief Tactical Advisor to Gul Kardec of the True Way. You are not welcome here. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Red alert. Being a tactical advisor would have given you a better ship. So I believe we can activate the portal by bombarding it with trachea radiation. Make necessary modifications to the deflector dish. Where the hell is it?
Greetings. I am Captain Lita of the Terran Empire. What a pleasure it is to have visitors from your universe. When Gul Kardec said you might be along, I didn't really believe him. But I couldn't afford to take the chance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
We will never surrender.
What a pity. We could have had so much fun together. And now, I have to destroy you.
You can try. Miranda class really going to do much against the Excelsior?
Oh, what fun! I was really growing rather bored before you showed up.
Kira. Bye bye, Kira. more bus shields than me. Not very long.
I apologize for the state of my troops. They've grown rather complacent. I shall have to provide a demonstration.
No shit.
Kardec warned me not to underestimate you. I won't make the same mistake next time we meet.
Okay, we're gonna walk to Bajor as soon as red alert cancels. Over to Mirror Bajor. Not really seen in Deep Space Nine. Only ever saw Turek Nor. So, Mirror Hafen. We have arrived on Bajor in the Mirror Universe. From what I have been able to pick from the contract chapter, Bajor was reconquered by the Terran Empire and has been occupied by them again. We should be on our guard. Nightclub. Strip joint. Excellent. Ambush. So, it appeared to be true-way soldiers. Could they have been following us through the portal? I believe it's more likely that they were Gul Kardec's troops waiting for us. Cool, Captain Leia.
Gul Kardec was right. You are formidable, but pitifully predictable. Terran forces, attack the invaders! I want them alive. Guards! Guards!
Typical Terran bad guy. All shout, no trousers.
We will meet again. Soon.
You have interfered with my plans for the last time.
Stop! Fighting is not permitted here.
This is not your affair.
changelings. You get around, don't you? So retreat the Vedic.
Thank you. I feel much better. But a changeling? Here, we only have stories. In any event, what was the purpose for your visit?
I have come to return your orb.
The Orb of Possibilities? But that was lost decades ago, during the first occupation of Bajor. However did you come by it? Never mind. The prophets teach us not to look at their workings too closely. Don't just stand there. Place it on the altar.
You are most welcome. I'll retrieve his pad.
Cardassian to Gul Palat. I have run into some complications. Namely, some agents have interfered with my plans. They have stolen the Orb of Possibilities. I assume they have returned it to the Bajorans by now. Fortunately, the anomaly remains stable. I was able to retreat to the Mirror Universe, where I have taken shelter with my Terran allies. However, I believe they are waiting for my return. Therefore, I need you to meet with Dumatsu Khan at the facility in the Devos system in my stead. Coordinates are attached.
Before we do that, we can come over here, and there is a book here. Mirror on the other universe. There is another universe that lies outside ours. There has been several crossovers events throughout the centuries. These interactions have often been pivotal in our history. I was unable amidst the recent turmoil to interview people directly about their experiences with the beings from the other universe. Terror and rebellion took over Deep Space Nine and subsequently reoccupied Bajor, and weren't really very interested in asking questions from a pesky Vedic. Discovery of the Celestial Temple in their universe led to the discovery of the Celestial Temple in our universe. This left us with many questions. Why aren't these events synchronous in both universes? Are there other secrets that we could learn from the other universe? I shall petition the Vedic Assembly for permission to enter the other universe. Vedic Assembly has denied my request. Besides the debates about doctrine and theology, the deciding factor was the political. The Terran Empire considers the secret of crossing the other universe a state secret. Bajor is already struggling under their thumb, and the Vedics don't want to create any further problems. I've abandoned my attempts to cross over at this time, and instead I'm simply trying to make contact with the other universe. Perhaps if I contact my own counterpart, we could join forces. I've managed to make contact with my counterpart in the other universe. I didn't reveal my identity, but I offered myself assistance should I make the crossover. Counterpart revealed many things about the other universe. The Bajorans are a part of the Federation, a peaceful and seemingly weak counterpart of the Terran Empire. The Cardassians occupied Bajor in the universe. Their Celestial Temple led to the Gamma Quadrant, where a race called the Dominion dwelt and fought a war with the peoples of the Alpha Quadrant. Among this empire called the Dominion, their leaders were a species that called themselves the Founders, but others called them Changelings. A being called Odo, who worked on their Terranor, was apparently one of these creatures, but did not know his own origin. The basic form appears to be liquid, but could shift into virtually any form. The ability of these changelings to take shape. Various key personnel caused other peoples know and end the problems. I must notify the Assembly of my findings. After reporting his findings, Vedic disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Foul play was suspected, but never proven. So, interesting. So we go and give them back their orb. I've returned the Orb of Possibilities again.
are most grateful. We had thought the orb lost forever. You have restored the balance.
Your enemies lie in wait. They want to prevent your return.
But we shall restore the balance, as you did.
You have returned our orb. Now you must return.
And we're back in the Prime universe. So, what happened? We opened the orb case and suddenly everything went white, and we appeared on the Ticonderoga in the orbit of Bajor, and we appeared to be back in our own universe. I believe the Mirror Prophets returned us. I must consult with Vedic Kryn.
Greetings. I did not see you enter the temple.
I believe the Mirror Prophets returned me here.
Indeed. I know little of the Mirror Prophets, but if they are like ours, then this is a great honor. Rarely do the Prophets interfere so directly. I take it your mission was a success?
Yes, the orb is back in its proper place. And it made the Prophet smile, I think she says there. Then you have my gratitude.
So, Gul Kardec was a changeling. This does not bode well. An alliance between the True Way and the Alpha Dominion could prove disastrous for the Alpha and Beta quadrants. However, the orb has been returned to the Mirror Universe, and you have returned to ours. Nevertheless, we must stop this alliance before they can do any further damage. We shall analyze the pad you retrieved to see if we find this Ketracel White factory.
I'll choose our reward. Physical.
How can
Congratulations, Captain.
We're being hailed by Admiral Quint on the screen. Congratulations, Jessica Andrews. You have proven yourself to be invaluable to Starfleet and earned the respect of your fellow officers. Return to Space Dock. Now formally recognise your contribution. So we are now Captain. Thank you, Admiral. I shall return to Earth shortly. So that is that, I think. Let's get to chat. Turn this back.
The pad you discovered on Gul Kardec. How can I help you?
Yeah, we'll worry about that in another time. So I think I shall end part 11 here. So part 12 we'll have a new ship. I shall not reveal what that is. We have to find out. We'll be back here in the Bajor sector, trying to unravel the mystery of why the Dominion are helping the Alpha Dominion are helping the Cardassians. So we will return here and then we'll finish off the Cardassian Struggle. I think that mission's just a simple yay, thank you, A to us, so we can do all three of these episodes. Pretty much is that, and then we'll have, then part 11 will be this, and then we'll be on to the Borg. Oh, the fun of the Borg. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in part 12.